Okay.
Are we good to go then?
Wait, Spartacus, let me do the overtimes, by the way.
What do you mean?
You know how Uber always does the overtimes?
Wait, hold on. TCP.
All I gotta say is make sure you introduce yourselves and make sure that you pick an MVP at the end. Other than that, I'm probably gonna be muted and deafened unless something's going wrong.
Just DNC, if you need something, DM me in Discord.
Yeah, we'll do.
All right. I'm assuming we're about live now. Zoom unplugged his mic, so Zoom DM me in game. Or actually, no. Okay, I guess we're live. All right. Let's get.
Well, first and foremost, who are you? Yeah.
Hang on. I gotta invite Diaper or Dapper XD.
Oh, hell, we shouldn't even introduce ourselves until the game starts, right?
Well, that's what I'm thinking.
Skip it anyway.
We'll just get everything set up first, and then let's see. Running Wolf.
I'll be back in 1 minute.
We're just trying to get a hold of the other team's captain.
Not everyone in yet.
No, not yet. Let's see.
So, Spart, I just remembered I had to unplug my extremely loud mechanical keyboard.
Okay.
For the
Good.
open mic casting.
How are you gonna look at everybody?
I put in a different keyboard.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, no, this a 1996 Model M keyboard is not the tool for the task. And we're back. Oh, that's perfect. Oh, we're streaming at 600p, Spart.
600p. Like,
600p.
so the quality's bad?
The quality is not potato, but certainly some kind of vegetable.
Okay.
You can see it now if you like.
Yeah, let me look at it. It might be the bit rate. It is 600p. That's weird.
I've never seen that in my entire life. I don't know what Twitch Picks is either.
I think in order for us to up the... Oh, that's his monitor, you said.
Interesting. All right, I'll take it.
Yeah, I might... Okay, so... Oh my goodness. Alright. Is my friends list full? No, it's not. It was just bugged. Overwatch being bugged in 2016, XD.
What year is it? Oh my goodness. Okay, we got one of them.
Yep. They should be falling here shortly.
He's wearing the referee tag, though, and I'm not sure that's acceptable. What with our patented
Also, I need to make
spectators
sure
on
I
fire skin?
actually have this right. Submerge. I think it's Submerge Academy, I believe.
Huh.
All right. And that looks like everybody. Let's see if we can get a ready out of everyone.
I'm kind of looking forward to seeing how this turns out.
Yeah, little painful of a start, but we got it. No biggie. Oh, almost.
Nope.
Still got some still got some people trying to get comfortable, I guess.
And I'll quote for the stream, which can't see the chat.
Grime apparently is running around screaming right now.
He's getting water. That makes sense why the screaming then.
I don't see how
It
that
doesn't-
applies, but
doesn't
we'll
apply.
go with it. We'll go with it. That's fine.
I mean, if you're on fire, that's the plausible explanation. Probably the only plausible explanation.
All right. Junkertown, I'm kind of feeling like we're going to be seeing a whole lot of Bastion, a whole lot of snipers. That's just kind of the nature of the beast. I'll be interested to see anything other than that. But I know TCP likes to run some.
They ran
From what I've
snipers in
seen
the
from
past.
TCP in the past, now I haven't seen them recently. All right. Looks like we've got somebody else here.
Segueing off of where you were going with
And-
that, though, the snipers in the past is what I remember, but I'm looking forward to seeing what happens if the Bastion pirate ship fails. What do you switch to in that case in the current meta? Or more specifically, what do you think these guys are going to switch to, given the current meta?
Honestly, I feel like it'll end up being something along the line of a double sniper.
I agree with that. As much as I want to see some Brigitte nonsense going on, you know, it's the true season 10 experience emulated here and some more matchmaking, I do think it's going to devolve into just the standard who can carry harder, double sniper, duel.
If anything, the only thing that can kind of counter that is just a stronger frontline comp which normally instead of a Widow, you'd be running a Brig.
Yep.
So, but for that, your Hanzo's positioning has to be on point, right?
Undeniably.
The only way that you actually win those fights is if your Hanzo doesn't get picked off by one of the other two snipers. So you can win a straight up frontline war, but if everybody dies to the snipers, it's like, eh. So I can see that potentially being what could be a quick swap. Also, it looks like Tony doesn't exactly agree with the rest of his team.
That's some poor team. Speaking of the
What's-
teamwork, though, let's one thing that I'm interested in seeing, and here's something that we only get to see really in the high level team play, is let's not forget that the current meta right now is really a 7-man team versus a 6-man team, because if your sniper gets sniped out and you play your team play properly, your Reinhardt shifts in front of the dead body and you get that res off.
Yep.
So the thing that's particularly interesting in my mind is a headshot onto somebody, sure, but in the scramble to cover their body, if another kill happens in that time, that's when the steamroll needs to occur.
Sure.
That's the true metric by which you measure great teamwork versus just good teamwork. And I'm really looking forward to seeing stuff like that here on Junkertown. Because it goes from the most sniper-friendly part of any map in Overwatch, in my opinion, to like one of the least friendly, except with some hostile high ground that the only way to get to is switch to a diva.
Let me change this. There. That way it's not my game, it's
Our
all right, so it looks to me like we're having a little bit, the players are still trying to get to their desks, and like since we're having some technical issues, it looks like some people kind of went to the bathroom, got some water and stuff.
had to turn on their aimbots, I assume.
Yeah. That's kind of what it's looking like. Looks like some people are in the chat are calling out for a TCP win,
Huh.
aka Dapper.
Well, look, as much as the icons agree with Twitch chat right now, look, Submerge is making a comeback. I mean, not to mention the outlying skin is peanut butter, so that's really meta right now.
Oh
But
my
the other one was
goodness.
just straight up. I assume.
Oh, they are in full support of the London Spitfire. They're pulling a prodigy. Oh, Tony now matching the player icons.
They're not. Look,
No.
like
It makes sense though. Like that's the same.
100%.
What's Bastion's bird name?
Is it Ganymede or Archimedes? Wait, no. Archimedes.
No,
is
Archimedes
Team
is
Fortress
the
2. I'm bad.
I think, is it Ganymede?
No, it can't be Ganymede. Dude, this is killing me. I need some lore facts.
Best.
It is Ganymede. God damn
It is.
The only thing worse than being right.
Fun
is being
fact
right
for
but not
you:
knowing.
Ganymede is also the name of Jupiter's largest moon.
Thank you very much.
It's the 9th largest object in our solar system.
At what
The
point
more
do
you
stop
know,
caring?
apparently.
Oh, I get it. So the next line that comes after that is that your mom is on that list. I see.
Oh, looks like Submerge is almost there with the full synergy on the icons.
I would argue that TCP's icon synergy is actually stronger than a full icon synergy of any other kind, because the fact that on my screen Tony is on the bottom is hilarious.
True.
Is
That's
that the
that's a fair point. Okay, it looks like everybody's ready.
Oh, yep, indeed. All right, Twitch chat, hold your words. There is no conceivable advantage going into this. Going to be a particularly interesting bout.
All right, here we go. TCP is going to be defending, Submerge on attack here, and we're going to get our way into game here. Yep, I mean, just kind of going off of what we were saying earlier, I really think it's going to be a matter of whether or not the Bastion, how long can Bastion stay on the cart? That's kind of the name of the game, right?
Well, with Hanzo, the answer should be however much time it takes to break a shield plus 2 seconds, approximately, assuming the Hanzo doesn't miss any.
True. So,
but I don't want to see that happen.
It's just going to be a matter of how long does it take to take the Bastion off the cart.
And if the answer is 3 minutes uncontested, then we have our winner. Or at least a slightly longer game to watch with some suspense.
Looks like TCP is on the defending side and Submerge is on the attacking side here. Looks like TCP is going to be running.
If they're unironically running an Ana, then that's actually a relatively effective answer to the Bastion if you can swarm it properly.
Yep, it depends on whether Naughty Gent is going to be able to land a good ante onto the Bastion.
Through what looks like double main tank, so that's actually a tremendous issue.
Yep.
Not as bad
Anti's great, but if you can't actually get it through the double shield that Submerge, it looks like Submerge is going to be running, then it's there's not much point in it. So.
If Grimy isn't going to be going for a flank here, then the pressure on the Junkrat to put out an enormous amount of damage is certainly going to be there.
Sure.
Attackers incoming. Stop the payload.
There's one anti. Run the timer in your head for how much longer he's got. Would appear that the Widowmaker doesn't really have a particularly open line of sight. That's not going to be very good. They're already past the first choke after which they wanted to hold.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to bottle up into this room. It can be halfway decent if they push out together. Big ante onto the Bastion there.
That should be it. Holy mother of...
Goodbye.
Australian space program confirmed. What? Okay. Okay, that was interesting.
That was, I mean, as far as what Envy could do there on Ryan, he did about the best thing he could have, taking a swag down with him.
Those respawns were very cool, but they lose Grimy, and that's relatively...
Great pick by Running Wolf there on the Grime.
You want to see Running Wolf getting a lot more aggressive, but there's that tire coming in to ruin everybody's day. Let's see if he can't shoot that down.
Running Wolf
cheeky location. Doesn't get anybody, but Envy's 1 HP, and he's getting healed right back up again. He sets up on the cardigan with no contest. That's a terrible decision.
Running Wolf is going out on a flank. Oof.
Doesn't really pay out for him.
Nope. Grime now on the flank.
Let's
Grime
go.
just has all the free reign here.
Indeed. That was some spectacular carry, all things considered. They let that Bastion set up on the cart right in front of them. I want to know if they'll be doing that again. We see a comp change coming out from Team Red, whose name is not there, and I do not remember because I am bad. Is it hard dive with Bastion? Oh, they get rid of Bastion's ultimate for the Genji. They must feel really discouraged by that Widowmaker right now.
Another good pick by Grime. Kind of disrespecting the Widow a bit there.
Absolutely.
Grime goes for another jump shot there. Kind of pulling a pine there a little bit.
Not quite sure who's disrespecting who more here.
Frontline is holding strong for TCP here.
Envy gets the tire. Ult economy is quickly swinging in favor of Team Red.
Here comes a big bomb.
1 or 3.
Wow.
Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, doesn't get much better than that.
That's actually a particularly nasty Diva Bomb spot if you can land it there. If someone's on their heels instead of their toes pushing out a spawn. Really good game sense out of Envy. Or rather, Swagitarius.
60 seconds remaining.
They're going to have a really bad time trying to contest that Widowmaker. She's saving her grapple, and this is a fantastic point for her. The best chance they're going to have is if they manage to kill at least 1 or 2 supports.
Carry Me is off on the side there, getting focused by the junk grab, but he actually does take out Diaper.
Let's see if they camp that body. They may not need to. Everyone's bottled up. There's several ultimates going on, and Running Wolf gets 2. They may be able to push this.
Looks like Submerge will start taking in all the kills in here. Their dive pulling off here.
Eyes on that
Successfully
comp switch.
finally getting off a dive here.
We're seeing a hard counter to the dive coming out of TCP. They're actually going to try to recontest absolutely here, and they have I don't know if they see.
10 seconds.
They need to focus that
The
Reaper.
Reaper
immediately.
contests the point here. Valk is
There we
popped,
go.
and the Reaper dies instantly. Genji pops the blade here.
Perhaps some overcommitment of ultimates here coming out of Team Red.
Mercy. This may be close one here.
5 ultimates out in this fight out of Team Red. However, they're absolutely trying to hold it.
That's going to be 2 kills coming through for TCP on the defense here. That's 3
That
kills.
may do it.
And a
That's
rally and a
absolutely
shatter. I think TCP is actually going to hold here.
That was a shatter in less than a minute, maybe 40 seconds if my eyes don't deceive me. That was extremely impressive.
As well as a rally. That was very quick. Just
Wow.
press left click and move your screen around.
To 0. Switching
Absolutely.
sides.
Moving around.
Honestly, one thing that I saw in that fight, the Mercy on the side of Submerge decided to pull out their pistol instead of pocketing the Genji when he bladed.
Maybe a minor mistake there.
A bit questionable in my opinion, but hey, what do I know? Maybe there's some 200 IQ play there, but in that time that they pulled their pistol out, really unfortunate. The Genji went down, and it kind of was just a slow bleed out from Submerge there, just kind of trickling kills, or should I say deaths, left and right there. So really unfortunate there, but they pushed it essentially all the way to the end of the first point. So we're gonna have to see a pretty solid defense here coming out of Submerge.
The best weapon they should have for that is some kind of exotic team comp. Running the standard comp, which is tried and true by the meta to hold throughout multiple points, may not be the best thing here.
It's an honor to meet a member of the Shambali.
And they appear to just be running standard halt hook special, so to speak, with a little bit of shield break pressure and some flanking pressure from the Tracer and a Junkrat. Tried and true, certainly. I'd like to see how it does. Worthy of note, though, if they run the Reaper on attack like this, the immediate counter pick. Oh, nope. No, indeed. They're switching to a Tracer. Not going to argue with that at all. I was going to say that a Widowmaker would have proven its utility immediately if a Reaper was on attack. But they have a Widowmaker as well. So they've seen the
Interesting.
point.
Now, just to point it out, Diaper's gonna be the one actually on Widow instead of Grime here.
Ooh, on TCP is 1 HP. He's back up. We're good.
Interestingly enough, on Submerge, they really don't have anything to contest the Widow. Envy will go in after Diaper, pushed him off of high ground. Grime just kind of standing on cart, not really being contested here, but that's because Running Wolf is running amok in the back line.
I'm blaming you for that caster's curse, Spark. That was unfortunate. No one dies to Baby Diva without some kind of bad juju.
Yeah, my bad. Very good hold. Honestly, a dominating hold by Submerge there on defense. Running Wolf already getting his ult, but actually swapping to a Widow.
Yeah, that's
pretty
exactly
much
the right call, in my opinion. You got to be able to contest that Widowmaker.
Junkrat doing Junkrat things. Now has his ulti. We'll see when he's looking for that. Viper will be on the Widow, or on the, sorry, not the Widow, the Pharah here.
Questionable call into a Widowmaker, but I don't know if he saw it when he switched.
I don't think they saw the swap, and I think that was kind of a... Fire's gonna be coming out. Magic Grandpa takes out Naughty Gent. Valk is popped.
Electric rectangle.
Running Wolf and Diaper taking on the 1v1 in the back. Diaper's now standing right behind Carry Me. Very split up fight from Submerge.
Undeniably. Questionable alt use, actually.
They only need to push it so far though. And Tony just kind of sliding over top of the payload with his charge. That was an interesting interaction. Grimy taking over now on the Widow pick. That's kind of what I was more or less.
That's gotta be it. Actually, that D.Va needed to use boosters.
She can recontest. He didn't quite get his mech up onto the payload there.
That's huge.
Zenyatta taking out Anna. Question is whether they can stall long
that's
enough.
A very good bomb. No, the shield gets there in time.
That is the Bongos. Running Wolf taking out Diaper on the Pharah. And it looks like they are going to hold last minute.
Unfortunate.
Very, very close fight. Looking at ult economy though, doesn't look like Submerge. Submerge basically used everything they had to hold that point. However, they're not in a terrible spot because TCP's ult economy is not looking any better really. But there is a shatter coming up soon here, 10%.
And with a comp that needs to stay close together like that, that shatter.
Oh!
Godlike
What?
boop.
I don't even know what happened there.
It looked like a double boop of some kind. Maybe a halt into a mine. That
It
was
looks
absurd.
like they might be able to pull this back though on the side of TCP. Reinhardt swinging his hammer like a madman.
The nano boosted Reinhardt didn't do anything because of how split apart the team was. But there's 3 of them behind him, and they need to get back on the point. That should be
It's
the
2
end of it.
supports and a Widow. Doesn't look like there's gonna be much that Zen can do.
Not
and I
even
think,
Jonah could clutch that.
Nope. That's gonna be it.
Goodness.
You look tired.
That is first map going over to the side of TCP. A lot closer than I thought it would be actually for how well TCP held Submerge. For such a offensive favored map, I'm very surprised to see essentially a full hold on defense.
Yeah, absolutely. In
Um,
my opinion, them switching off of the Bastion at the start, if my memory serves, was an issue. Even though that Widow was indeed a problem, you should never underestimate the power of ultimates in Overwatch. It is the entire game.
sure.
And even 2
Absolutely.
kills, unresable, would have made it so they'd be able to steamroll past that point. But then again, hindsight's 2020. We're not playing, they are. What's the next map we'll be seeing here, Spart?
Next map's going to be Horizon Lunar Colony. Looks like we're going to swap out Lamp for Grime.
Oh boy. Oh boy. That is complicated indeed.
Well, Tony was already passed because it was there was something that happened with the registration. We made the registration rules were changed after he was already after he had already applied. If that makes sense. He was already registered, so
Understandable. Am I allowed to watch the stream while I'm not playing? Questions of ethics in the match chat at the moment. Yeah?
what's up?
Nothing. I'm reading match chat. Questions coming out from people sitting on the sideline after they've been subbed out as to whether or not they're allowed to watch the stream while they're doing that.
Probably not.
Yeah, you're not going to leave the Discord chat you're in.
Should be in the stream. All right. Next map's gonna be Horizon Lunar Colony. I'm not sure if we're gonna get a restart in the stream or not. Sorry about this. So the recorder is banned. I'm not quite sure what's going on here. Just having some conversation in chat between the teams right now, just trying to get everything figured out, make sure that everything is okay to good to go. I think we can probably go ahead and get a restart on the stream though right now if we want.
Parted the dead air for the dead stream.
Yeah. Just making sure, just trying to see if we can get that, if we're gonna get that restart on or not.
You PMing the zone?
Yeah.
Yeah. This keyboard's weird.
Sorry about this stream. Just trying to get a few things figured out here.
Recording the game.
I don't know. That's some.
I am very intrigued. I am literally a rocket scientist, and this perplexes me. Too complicated. Instructions unclear.
All right. I think we'll just play it out. We'll just keep moving on.
Most certainly. However, I do want to confirm that our producer is not AFK. Oh, he's not?
No, he's not.
talking around.
I'm with him. I'm talking with him right now.
Oh, we're good.
Sorry about this stream. We
What's an
are.
overranged stream without potato quality?
All right, we're ready to go.
It's tradition at this point. Who are we to change it?
Traveling to Horizon Lunar Colony.
Indeed.
For future streams, we will get this figured out. We
What's
had
an
some
overlay?
issues with getting some last minute producers and that type of stuff. We will continue to strive to be better, to get good, if you know what I mean, if you know what I'm saying.
I don't.
By the way, don't know if we actually ever introduced ourselves. I'm Spartacus. I actually casted a game, I believe it was the other game. It was the DCE versus Tenebris game. That's who it was. And this is my co-host, Zach. He does me, but as I know him, it's Zach.
Good enough. I play Spart is my coach, somehow not awkward. I'm very impressed at myself. It's not awkward. And I play off tank for Prodigy.
Yep, he's my player.
Hooray.
So, all right, looks like we're gonna be standing. Looks like we're gonna be looking at a Rhine Diva double main heal Junk Reaper. Oh, Orisa.
If performed improperly,
on
that
defense.
Reaper's going to ruin everybody's day.
5.
You know what? But look at on the side of look on the side of Submerge though. They've got a brig.
A Brig
So-
and a Zarya. Free
That's
energy.
kind of gonna be a feels bad for I feel like for the defense here.
Undeniably. Only thing that would make it worse is a diva on top of it.
Brig playing kind of far forward there, yeah. That was
Lucio needs to be careful. Look at all that damage. That shield's gone in a matter of seconds. Holy mother of midair death. Steamroll indeed. Zarya's not even going to get that much ult charge. Get
No.
wrecked.
honestly that's a matter of the team pushing too quickly. Some players were out in front of their Rhine shield and they didn't actually move as a death ball there.
They were
Moving
playing for
together as a death ball is like the most important thing. Staying grouped up and pushing in together.
And when the shield breaks, pull out together. That's what needed to happen.
Yep. Running Wolf will be swapping over though to the Hanzo here, looking for the combo. Let's see if there's Zarya's gonna be able. Oh, he ain't gonna be looking for any combo now.
Well, there's the skill eraser, Mercy. It could happen at any time. Let's see if she. I don't think she is. Ooh.
Reinhardt's gonna be pushing in on the right side. Don't know if that's the smartest thing to do. Waiting for their Hanzo. Yeah, just taking some. Here comes the Rip Tire out.
Fell off high ground into a Reaper to be killed by the tire. Very questionable positioning there. But then again, they get a res up. This is heavily
200
against
IQ.
TCP. With a tire, this has got to be the end of it.
Ryan's gonna actually land the pin.
Only
He
to
has
be slapped.
Shatter. Running Wolf kind of taking over now. Takes out essentially 5 people there.
Look at the ult economy. If Envy's able to charge her grab in time, this is going to be absolutely catastrophic for TCP. What ultimates do they have to contest? A support ultimate that isn't a support ultimate, and an ultimate that makes Mercy hard to shoot.
Well, you can, I mean, you can ult the Orisa with the nano boost.
And nothing kills it. Sure. If they let Envy charge that grab, it's got to be over if they play it properly.
Dapper will be, or Lamp will actually be swapping over, but Running Wolf actually just really manhandling TCP right now. Dapper though,
Game-changing ultimate right there. Season 2 all over again.
I think that was
Oh,
season
champ.
3 actually.
Oh, with the Beyblade?
Beyblade was season 3. That was a throwback right there, and yeah, that was season 3 in a nutshell right there.
Retro feels good, man. There's a Diva Bomb coming in, and there's not too much mobility on the side of Team Red here. That's a very good pick. There's no way there's any confidence in trying to res that. And Reaper WM1ing into the team, somehow not dying until he dies.
They will get a tick though.
That what? Wow. Lucky charge into a Reaper.
The Rhine actually created enough space, and for whatever reason, TCP was actually. Oh, they're gonna look for a stagger here onto the Zen. Oh, and they got pull on him. Good pull by Tony.
Oh, don't forget, Mercy exists, kills don't matter, life is fleeting, and we're all gonna die. Sorry, what were we
No,
talking about?
heroes.
Yes.
No, heroes never die.
Gotcha, sorry. Overwatch, yeah. They have the mother of uncounterable thingamajigamoosma, what's it?
It's going to be a matter of whether they can spread out well. But if you look at Lamp here looking for a barrage, he's right above them. I mean, I don't know if they see him. But it
man.
apparently doesn't matter because Dopper's just going to walk in and...
All you need is a W key on your keyboard and your mouse, and then you win. Playing Reaper like an absolute boss. Sorry, absolute unit. There we go. This is the times we live in.
Now, looking at the ult economy, all they really expended there was bongos. That's extremely high value. Now, if you look at the other side, we're getting real close to
They've
12
gotta
volt.
know. They've got to know the Pharah has ult here. Pushing in through that high ground is...
Oh,
clutch!
big stun coming out of Magic
at
Grandpa. Red Dapper like a book on that, but Lamp is actually going to clean up the rest of the kills though.
Oh, splat from the Reinhardt onto the Mercy. This push is over, but the ultimate economies certainly are going to make the next push interesting. They've been holding on to this Grav and Dragon for 3 fights now, and I'm wondering how far patience can go. They've had enough of this Reaper sneaking up on them and clicking. That's an okay. Never mind. Never mind.
Nope.
That was a little bit further. That's not good.
Honestly, if Swag had just been a little bit more patient there. Oh, Zen's going to trance into the fight.
Shatters nothing.
Here comes the combo finally.
Eden.
Great eat by
Fantastic
Swag.
I've never seen something go nowhere so quickly. It's alright though. If they play this properly, they have time for 2 more pushes, and they actually have a relatively large economy advantage here, provided Lamp, doesn't get too much on that barrage.
So it took. The problem there is they had comboed for the last 3 minutes, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Constantly went top, constantly got
Reapered, Farad, and Reapered again.
Yeah, it was just push denial after push denial and not really ever committing. And then the one time you actually get your grab out, your dragon gets eaten.
Huge knockoff. They need to go right now. Ooh, clutch sleep onto that. Zarya there.
Honestly, though, I think them constantly trying to take top is a mistake. Just because of this right here. However, they do get the pick on the Lamp.
They loved it. They have economy. This is 100%.
Running Wolf is being hard focused now by the Diva, though. Mercy's gonna Valk on the side of Submerge,
Clutch save
keeping
by
everybody
Carry.
alive. Really extremely high value Valk out of Dankasaurus here.
Now the
Gonna
Onyx
get the
gets
res
how
off
long he stays
onto
up.
the Junkrat. Oh, I'm not sure where that grab went.
Me neither. Feels Reaper doing Reaper things, man. Ooh.
Okay, I have no idea where that grab went.
To space, I assume.
I mean, we're already in space. It couldn't have gone any further.
Fair point. They're switching to
Chris on the Lucio looking to try and get the touch here. It looks like he will be able to get it. Yeah, just barely.
This is mildly winnable, provided Running Wolf gets a 7-man barrage.
Yeah. And Mercy gonna get
Not sure if disrespect.
basically three ults thrown her way because there's no other way for them to really go.
Life is hard sometimes.
Honestly, I feel like out of the side of Submerge, it felt like they were kind of knocking their heads against the wall. Just constantly knocking their heads against the wall and not really making any progress
More
by
so
going
the
top
ceiling.
right.
Yeah, that high ground ruined them 3 times because he was able to wraith up in a blind spot. Or rather, they didn't check their corner, so they didn't see him the 2 times that he managed to team wipe them. And
And apparently apparently from what I'm seeing is that when the Hanzo shot his arrow onto the grab, it wasn't actually eaten. It was actually a shatter that stopped it. It stopped it mid-animation. So
yeah, those cast times are actually very close to each other, but that would have had to.
that was clutch as fuck. That was just
Or
clutch as
clutch
fuck
as
on the
hell.
side of who is that? Envy, I think, or
I think it was, yes.
no, Tony. Tony
What,
was the one
Tony
who
was
was on main tank. Yeah.
That's another
Yeah,
thing to
just
talk about.
really good play.
Attackers
Fancy.
incoming in 30 seconds.
Is what?
I said that was fancy.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of,
Looks like we're gonna have essentially a season 10 comp minus just with TCP's own little twist on it, the Ana Mercy. That
when
seems
Gale
to kind of be
Adelaide
the
stops playing Ana, you know that there's a very confident person on TCP.
4, 3, 2, 1.
They're going to be going up against a Widow Junkrat combo on the other side. Honestly, if you give that Widow any space, she will rip this team apart. But this is what we were talking about earlier before the game. Oh, Swag almost already going down.
This is what I wanted to see here. Zarya is trying to make space against that Widowmaker, but it's not quite connecting properly. That
Looks
team
like
is
they're going to
split
try and be going
completely in
underneath.
two. Ryan is comically out of position, but they're not capitalizing on it.
Well, they're going for everybody else but the Reinhardt right now.
And it appears not to be working. Clutch pin on the Widowmaker. Holy crap, that worked.
And Brig is just going to be doing Brig things. Good bubble into the Mercy, actually going to be able to get the res off onto the Rhine.
That's
But
actually
honestly,
huge.
that's just going to be more ult charge on the side of TCP.
Their only hope really was letting Reinhardt get his, and that's why it's been very good if they managed to keep him alive to do it. But he did not, and now they needed to switch to a Bastion in a desperate effort to hold.
Objective lost. New
Well,
defense point.
I'll tell you what, this Bastion, the Bastion surprise may actually work, but if it works twice in a row,
It tears their comp apart, provided a sleep dart doesn't land, or a Ana nade. Ana's a pretty good hero on paper. She certainly is.
the Brig's actually going to be pushing on the point to where they can't actually see her. Zarya's going to go onto the point to start contesting.
There's the sleep dart.
They won.
Indeed.
The Bastion should be able to set back up, but he moves out onto the point. Swag is actually going to get 3 kills there.
4.
Make that
Do we
4.
have 5?
Make that 5.
Professional rectangle play.
Make it the 6-man. The unofficial ace on the side of Swag at the end, just taking over.
No,
Now,
that's
look,
official. That's fine.
granted, he did have the nano biz.
Without a Lucio, don't give me any of that stuff. This is not season 3 anymore. You do not get the Sonic Adventure music playing in the background.
Dapper getting the reset with the bongos. We won't forget the bongos. I feel like the 6-man at the end with the Rhine should be play of the game, but that's just me.
Tony falling 9% short of the magic number.
I don't think we're allowed to say that on stream.
Really?
So we'll just refer to it and not actually say it.
Sure, yeah. It's okay. There's no way people who watch Twitch can do addition. I'm kidding, Twitch chat. Forgive me.
All right.
Caster toxicity aside, that was pretty impressive to see. I really liked the tank play that was going on, except for the comically bad split at the start of Horizon there by TCP. That was a very entertaining
that
game.
that was either 200 IQ or just interesting.
It's the thing where the speedometer goes so far in reverse that it flips back over again. So you go from going negative 200 miles an hour to 400 miles an hour because the meter just can't handle it.
I believe now we're going to be moving over to Ilios. This being said, TCP will take the 2-0 lead over Submerge. I know we don't have any scores up for the chat to see, but it will be a 2-0 lead. Let me make sure and see if anybody is ready now. Also, Zach, I think you're cutting out just a little bit on me here when you do talk.
Do talk.
Yes, when you do end up talking, I think you looks like TCP is ready. See if we can get a ready out of Submerge and get this third map on Ilios underway.
God, So quiet play that caused everything to fall apart there. All of the tanks on the attacking on TCP were low. Shield pressure was there. The Bastion was in the corner, very hard to defend. And the Ana went all the way out on the balcony to land a sleep dart of sleep darts that let the Hanzo line up what looked like either a headshot or just the last necessary body shot. That was the first domino to fall, and that was absurdly good Ana play going on right there. That was actually, I was spectating it at the time, but I didn't call it out, and here's me calling it out. That was really impressive.
Yep. Honestly, you kind of hit the nail on the head. All right, looks like we're going to be about ready here. We're going to get in the game. Honestly, you called it when you said the Bastion's going to do work. It's going to rip through their comp. Unless Ana. So, honestly, TCP played it well. They stayed high ground, played it at range, and kind of bided their time breaking Rhine Shield. And the Bastion never actually managed to move. The moment that Rhine Shield dropped, insta-sleep. Insta-sleep into Insta Hanzo.
Well, I can't remember. I'm going to need to check. I don't know whether or not it was completely skill-based E that ruined the Bastion, but
I believe it was the E that hit him. Either way, he hit him with 2 or 3 arrows. It seemed like it was pretty decent focus fire, regardless of outside
100%.
TCP. Kind of just pushing. So, yep, TCP being 2-0 right now. And you can see a variety of different comps on this map. I'll be really interested to see, but it looks to me like Submerge is going to be running the more standard death ball with the Rhine Zarya. Running Wolf actually being on Reinhardt.
Carry Me has switched to the
No.
No. I was going to say.
I don't think so.
I'll wait. I can wait 1 season. We're fine.
So Running Wolf is actually going to be on Reinhardt here, which is interesting. Envy going to swap to the Tracer.
What in the hell does scrims look like?
So the main tank and the DPS swap. So let's see what this is going to turn into. Swag is actually going to be staying on the D.Va here. If Carry Me can get any bit of energy here, he can completely take this over.
Focus
Prime will be on the McCree, out of position, and they actually capitalize on that big. Running Wolf taking the charge in, gonna get blown up though. However, the Pharah battle, Magic Grandpa actually taking over the Pharah battle over Diaper.
Ultimate economy is very important here. Tony is gonna charge us faster than the TCP Reinhardt. Even though it may appear that TCP has this, the Earthshatter's there. I don't see any way that TCP takes this point. Oh, that's how. Oh, barely does it.
TCP will end up actually taking the point here. Dapper is back with Grime and the D.Va taking out the Mercy. I don't think you can recontest here. Yeah, that's a good call to fall back here.
Oh, TCP is red here.
Running Wolf getting into the fight was good, but him going that deep was a little too much.
Clutch as hell. Look at that. He just got his barrage. If they don't res that, they're at a huge disadvantage for this next fight. Not to mention the fact that Tony still is holding on to that Earthshatter.
Really unfortunate timing, and Diaper is kind of camping on top of the body to where they can't actually get a res off.
Lucio is DPSing as hard as he possibly can right now.
Looks like some even more ults now will be, and Diaper gets the boop onto the Rhine. Looks like he should be able to get the Mercy. Nope, Mercy gets the Mega.
This is huge staggering at this point.
D.Va's still going after him.
One push.
They really want this kill. The D.Va's going a little too far.
Did it work?
However, Lucio picking up Envy. I'm not even sure where that was, but good on Naughty to take out the Tracer there.
They've had enough of Dapper's Pharah, and they've switched Envy over to the Soldier 76.
I don't know if it's It's gonna be a little bit too late, I think. Good block. And
Do too much.
looks like nope. Looks like TCP is gonna take this fight pretty convincingly.
And this map.
Honestly, Submerge taking almost going back to kind of Horizon, just kind of taking. They only had what, maybe 3 full pushes.
Yeah, certainly. There were rolling staggers that occurred for the majority of that map. The most significant one, deep itself, and yet still come out alive.
Now Carry Me will be on Orisa and Running Wolf will be on Hog. So it looks like they have quite a few. Looks like they have quite a few flex players to me. Trying to change things up a bit. If Submerge wants to win this match, the entire thing, they need to turn it around right now. So let's see if they can. Let's see if they can pull something off here. For the most part, it looks like it's gonna be the same comp out of TCP, just with Tony swapping over to the Orisa here. Grime already gonna have the Pharah picked out of the air. Mercy gonna be in a bad position, but she will be able to get back out of it. Honestly, losing your Pharah that early and not being able to get it re-res, there's a lot of your damage missing.
More specifically, it's your ultimates later in the match here.
Running Wolf almost getting the hook onto the Mercy, going, and the Diva really just taking over the rest of the fight, just being able to walk up because everybody's looking up at the Pharah.
And look, would you call them wrong to look at that Pharah charging ultimate almost so much faster than the enemy team's Pharah that they switch off Pharah? My goodness.
Yeah, they're gonna be swapping to the Junkrat, which really is you're not gonna get any value out of against the other Pharah.
Questionable tact, and they're running through the environmental left side.
Oh, it was close. They held it though. Envy's actually gonna take out Diaper though, maybe playing a little too aggressive there. Lucio getting called out across the point though, and now the classic Orisa Shield War begins. Oh, how fun. Running Wolf going in. Gonna be trying to take out the McCree, but honestly, he just finds a Valking Mercy, pocketing the rest of the team.
The pushes from Submerge need to be a lot more well thought out here. You need to take the entire point by storm. You need a team wipe as fast as possible to prevent that percentage bar from taking ever so slightly higher. And yet they just keep trickling onto point, not commanding any engages, and it's not going to help them take this one.
Well, I'll be honest, this point's all about shield war, and I don't know if there's really been a whole lot of focus on the side of Submerge on the shield. My experience, it's always a war of attrition on this point. Who can burn the shield and then who can start getting picks when that shield goes down?
They don't have a Roadhog to capitalize on hooks either from TCP, so...
Well, no team does either now. Running Wolf swapped over to the Diva as well already, so...
Right. Let's see what this tire does.
Looks like Magic Grandpa is going to be pulling out the tire, but Grime's actually going to take a shot on it. Naughty actually taking out the Orisa. It's going to be a last fight pretty much for... Oh no! Swag taking out 2 and the Bongas with that bomb. I think this might be the end here for Submerge.
One hell of a
And Magic pulls out some magic out of his old grandpa pants. No.
Pulls magic out of where, Spark? Oh, God.
All right, that's gonna be a TCP win, 2-0, pulling the total match score to a 3-0 now. Swag, I would imagine it's gonna be the bomb at the end here.
My God.
Yeah,
What if you good
just
Diva
a
box
great
Swag?
bomb placement. The Orisa just puts the shield down, so nowhere for them to go.
It's not just that, it hit right on the edge there. Even if they were hiding behind that corner, it killed them, and 2 of them died that way. That was very good.
Honestly,
use-
TCP just playing very well. Seems like Grime is pretty on point right now.
Absolutely.
And honestly, the Pharah battles,
What battle?
Diaper really taking over, really kind of going uncontested for the most part. I think Envy killed him maybe once or twice. I believe now we're going to be moving ourselves over to Eichenwald.
Here we go. The truly bugless map.
Get a ready up from everybody. It's going to be ready out of TCP, and we're going to be swapping again, Lamp and Grime. Each of them doing their fair share of work. Oh, looks like they're going to be discussing over a few things. In the meantime, looks like TCP is really favoring the Rhine Diva right now. To me, that seems like the Diva's getting a whole. It's good positioning on Swag more than anything else.
It's the only way that works at all.
Very good positioning, because whenever Submerge has been running the Zarya, hasn't been getting a whole lot of value. And honestly, I attribute that to TCP's DPS just playing very well right now.
I could not agree more. The thing worthy of note is that Diva's usually battery. The enemy
You're cutting out on me again, Zach.
The team which has the Diva versus a Zarya usually charges Zarya's Graviton extremely quickly.
Sure.
And the fact that that's not happening is evidence to the fact that Diva's positioning on TCP must be impeccable in order for it to work properly at all. And the proper way to counter it isn't to counterpick constantly, which is what Submerge has been doing, but to abuse the fact that you have an uncounterable ult synergy to charge and then express at your earliest convenience.
Uncounterable, yet we just saw it got countered on Horizon by the Shatter. Unfortunate.
I don't know the timings of that.
I've
never seen it.
Well, the thing is if you get the combo off, there's literally nothing you can do if you get any sort of damage onto it. So Zenyatta ult doesn't save you. Zenyatta plus Anonade actually does save you.
Zenyatta plus Valkyrie Mercy healing does.
But if a Rhine swings into it, you're still dead. It actually doesn't save you if the Rhine's swinging. So it's just a matter of whether you can get damage onto it or not. Which
and they have not been able to.
Most scenarios you can. However, it doesn't seem like Submerge really hasn't been able to get off a full combo yet. All right, looks like we're all readied up here, and we're gonna get our game 4 here underway. TCP being in the lead 3-0 now. Submerge just playing now for map picks. In case it ever comes down to that, to where they would need to break a tie with their overall map score. Chris gonna give them the old jump off the side meme. Still waiting for players.
The old.
Looks like we're gonna be waiting for a couple other people to load in here. Here we go. Everybody's gonna be loading in now.
Now this is just my opinion, Spartacus, but I would dare say this is absolutely a Zarya Reinhardt map. I expect this to be run as a mirror.
I would not be surprised to see TCP run the Rhine Diva again. That's kind of been their go-to. Seems like Diva is their go-to. However, Now I've seen this out of TCP before. When they have a lead, they like to change things up a bit. And I would not be surprised to see that go through, which is kind of what we're seeing right now. Swag, who's been on Diva this entire game, actually gonna be on the Reinhardt. Naughty gonna be on the Brig, and Dapper gonna be on the Zarya, and then Tony, who's been main tank this entire time, actually gonna be on the Hanzo.
Have we seen 4 different main tanks out of Submerge? Am I having a stroke?
No, Submerge has had three.
Okay.
Envy was started, and Envy and Running Wolf swapped off, and then Carry Me was on the main tank as well.
They're running.
Interesting. Gonna be now. The most interesting to me is not really gonna be. It's not gonna be TCP's comp. It's actually gonna be Submerge's comp.
Oh God, I hope it works.
I know you're all about the Bastion.
Most underutilized hero in the game. Let's go.
Well, that's gonna be an instant 40 energy for Dapper. He's gonna be mega charged this game.
Shield pressure is the name of the game here.
Shield pressure is gonna be the name of the game, and honestly, it looks like
It's broken.
Swag playing that real well. Naughty pushing in and able to get a kill onto the Bastion immediately, losing a lot of their firepower. Swag getting a charge in onto the Moira.
Mercy stunned out of the res.
Now that I think about it, Swag was the Rhine on Horizon, wasn't he?
I think so.
Yeah, because he's the one who got the 6-man.
Yeah, that's right.
Gonna finish capping here, finishing up some kills. And
the ult economy. This is not good for Submerge.
Dapper already 80% to his ult.
Only slightly behind Hanzo. Always a good sign. Wow.
Naughty actually going back to swap off onto the Yana, which I actually agree with this. Running Wolf though, being on the Widow on this map, especially having a Widow and a Pharah here, honestly should be able to kind of take control here.
Absolutely.
They will be pushing it around first bend here. Honestly, it looks like TCP's just kind of biding their time. Big shatter coming out of Swag.
Shield. Unfortunate.
Fight looks to be like it should be going in the way of Submerge here. Yeah, even though they had
for that whole push there, and yet the
Even-
cart kept moving.
well, even though they had a big, well, I think that's what they were doing, is they were just trying to bide their time and kind of wait for a mistake. Oh,
What? They blue dragon without grab, and yet it worked. Okay, that's
Well-
understandable. Have a
okay,
nice
so
day.
this is up to Submerge to just die now. Just die on cart, right?
8 seconds. to
Everybody
steam
just
wipe.
like
No.
Magic. Yeah, Magic needed to
That's it.
go to cart and just die. They still have a full recontest left.
Not full. That Pharah is going to be hard pressed to get to card in time before it's done getting.
The Diva will touch, but get demeched about
And she
pretty
didn't-
much instantly.
She didn't bomb either. They are not actually trying to contest it.
Nope. And now it's just gonna be a hard stagger onto the Zen. Zen's just gonna go ahead and take a leap of faith.
This is colossally not good right now.
Well, they need to get a full regroup. Running Wolf gonna swap over to the Tracer here. They've got 5 ultimates to just the 2 right now, if they take the fight now. Grandpa actually behind them. Ooh. And Naughty's just gonna... Oh,
It's anyone's fight. It's anyone's fight right now. The respawn advantages are not to be underestimated, especially considering you have Valk.
Running Wolf is actually stalling the cart right now. Very well. Diva's actually gonna go to the cart to help. doing a great job. And it looks like they should get a hold. Unfortunately, Carry Me will get demeched here.
The ult economy is in Defender's advantage, absolutely. If they don't charge Gravitons, they're going to have a very hard time finishing this.
This last corner is very, very difficult to take. Just because of how close the spawns are.
I expect we're going to see a barrage coming out of this very shortly.
Magic Grandpa actually standing in the same exact spot he was earlier, and they decided TCP doesn't really see it right now.
This could be huge.
Not really getting anybody with that barrage. Unfortunate. And now
main tank is there. That should be the end of it.
Shatter doesn't hit anything. Now it's just gonna basically be the stall on the side of Submerge. How long can they hold on to this point? Great bubble by Dapper, keeping his main tank up.
Lucio versus the world, baby. Show me the DSP stanky now, and he's dead.
No. Diva's gonna stagger onto point here. They're doing a great job of the staggering. Hanzo gonna come onto the payload just to try and clear them off. 0.98 meters left. They've got 2 on point right now, the Mercy and the Reinhardt. This should be about it. And that will be.
It's a friendly neighborhood reminder that Overwatch is a game about time just as much as it is a game about anything else. And although this was a relatively dominating offense, there were quite a few contests, there were quite a few team fights won, and this is completely beatable. The time that they've set here is by no means a land speed record, and it is still within the realm of possibility,
Sure.
probability even, for
To
Submerge
me,
to come
so
back and
to me, it seems like Submerge has a very difficult time managing their ults for the most part. They, since second point, they had 5 ultimates, right? Since basically right after Tony used his dragon on second point and they pushed, they had 5 ultis. But their Rhine and their Pharah both got staggered. So they were able to push the rest of the point on for free. Had they not staggered, they easily could have pushed on the point and just blown all their ultis, even if they had to, just to contest. And then suddenly TCP has the longest walk ever back, right?
undeniably.
So
The thing that could have fixed most of the issues there was just one loud shot call. I mean, you could imagine if it was just the call back when they were getting picks as TCP was pushing along streets there. If they just called a contest cart and fight this out, they would have been able to finish that team fight off. They were up 2-1 before a res came out onto somebody, if memory serves. And they weren't able to contest cart. They had numbers advantage and ult advantage, and yet cart kept moving. It was a real misplay.
So it looks like we're gonna see the Rhine Zarya again, or the Rhine Diva again out of the side of TCP with the Pharah Hanzo. Looks like we're actually gonna be seeing a quad tank on the side of Submerge, but the
Bold
comp,
strategy, Cotton. Let's see how it works out for him.
the comp that TCP's running into it is not bad against it though. They need to just roll over top of TCP. Instead, they're stalling.
Their Moira's behind all of them.
Why getting the pin on the carry? Big hook onto the Reinhardt. However, looks like Tony's just going to kind of take over. Running Wolf though, getting some picks. Kills honestly going back and forth. Diaper actually being able to get his mech back quickly, and looks like the rest of this point is pretty much done.
The minute the main tanks from Submerge chose to separate themselves from their Moira, they had to stay closer together.
Yeah. Yep. You can't just, when you're playing Reinhardt like that, coming from someone who plays Reinhardt, you gotta keep going. And that's going to be both DPS ults coming out of the side of TCP and the Shatter. All the ultis.
All of the ultimates.
Everybody press Q.
And yet the
Dapper's
numbers advantage
gonna get-
is still in favor, along with the respawns of Submerge. This could actually end up being the point if they all rush B right now. Sorry, rush A right now.
Yeah, it looks like they're just going to try and get the kill onto the Reinhardt here.
They have to keep their Zarya alive at all costs. That's their ultimate, and that's their primary source.
Dapper's
of
actually going to get his mech back, and he has ulti here, so he has another remech if necessary. They're just gonna
follow up to that.
ulti's not gonna get anything good hooked by Magic Grandpa.
They need to get that Reaper before their primary DPS dealer goes down.
Oh, great pin. Oh, another good pin. Apparently, just always pressing shift is the only way to go.
Lamp remained uncontested and undying on point 25 seconds. I actually agree with that beat from Chriser. They cannot afford to lose this one.
No, they can't. They've expended too many ults to lose it. Probably unnecessary, but it was a precautionary thing, and I understand it. However, they will get another recontest here, though. Potentially. Nope. That was a great hook by Magic to put the denial onto that. Now, if I'm on the side of Submerge, you're coming up on basically all 4 of your tank ults.
What do you use first? Holy, if that Reinhardt stays alive. He
Honestly,
does. Oh, never mind. My bad. I'm sorry.
That's a caster curse there.
God.
Running Wolf actually going to be taken out as well. Honestly, on the side of Submerge, I think you should be looking for a Shatter Diva combo first.
I agree. If they catch this Reaper
I
coming up, though.
think this is high priority. If you throw your Diva bomb, make your Reinhardt turn around and then shatter. I think that's
6K. They're all grouped up. Oh, all the ults are going off at the same time, but
it's
they're
gonna
not.
be both DPS ults coming out of the side of TCP. Nobody, only the Rhine going down for the Reaper. Honestly, that's an okay trade.
Submerge played that beautifully. They waited for all of their ultimate. Are they running whole hog through that? Oh, that's the best combo in the entire game. Largest amount of damage to put into a grab if you can set it up. Phenomenal work from Submerge.
I wouldn't say the best combo. Don't
It's
forget
the
about
highest
Hanzo.
damage. It is undeniably the highest damage.
The Reaper will be able to kind of get out. Ryan, I don't know if I would take that fight there.
I mean, I would, but I'm bad.
Yeah. Even though it's a half health Reaper, that's a fight you still. Oh. Reaper are just basically about one hit. Chris is going to try and take the 1v1 onto him, but looks like they're just going to let the Reaper get out.
Good shatter. Speaking of shatter bomb,
All systems checked out.
it's all right. It's all right. The economy's there. They got plenty of time to swing this one back.
At this point, if you're on the side of Submerge, I think it's time to start swapping.
Off the quad.
They've
have to agree.
got the counters for your comp, and this map is just not favor quad tank on second point.
Third point maybe, but certainly not second.
You got to get through second if you want to make it to third. Afara would be a great pick here. Shatter's gonna whiff. Carry's gonna take the shift in too. I don't know if that's a great.
Ah, if that was on the cart.
Cart's not moving right. There you go. They need to get the Diva off a cart.
If they keep that Zarya alive, everything's gonna be okay. That Zarya's trying to 1v1.
Oh, Dapper!
It worked.
I don't know if that was intentional or
No
not.
way. This is actually tremendous here. Quad tank on this last point actually works.
Quad
It
tank
absolutely
can work.
Not anymore. It can't. Not anymore. It can't. They have had enough of this quad tank nonsense.
Well,
They have
I'll tell you what
switched.
though. Here's the thing. You've got Grav. You've got your Moyer ult. You've got your Hog ult. Dapper will be swapping off onto the Hog, so they
Look
do
at
have
Tony. They appear to be running a Bastion into a quad tank. This is not anymore. Let's go.
the Zen ult will come out. Looks like they're gonna get pretty
gets
good
the
value
res
out of it.
One hell of a pin onto the enemy Reinhardt. TCP. That was obscene. So many things went right and wrong for both teams in such a short period of time. It was anyone's game who'd win that.
Well,
My
honestly, the Zen ult coming out of Naughty there really kind of stealing it, not really allowing any more kills to come through.
I could not disagree more with which tanks they swapped off of for Submerge. The Zarya strength on this last point is not to be underestimated, but I guess if they're running against a Bastion, they must have thought they needed Diva Shatter. And there's no follow-up at all. Reinhardt's alone in their backline with 3 DPS and 2 DPS and 1 support.
No, the Hanzo was given all the space here. Great hook onto the... Great
Hanzo's
hook
great
onto
main
the...
tank, making better space than
Bastion.
anyone. They could win this. If Bastion doesn't ult from spawn, it's going to be the end of it.
Now it's
Here's
important to know here that if they do not cap with time, they will not get a chance to recontest. So, but they are finishing their kills and focusing their targets well.
Let's go. Nice job. I mean, tremendous hero swapping, tremendous ultimate usage at times from TCP, but Submerge really pulled it together there.
See, I don't feel like Bastion's a great pick into quad tank. It is because you can burn through that HP. But the thing is if your Diva plays it right and negates that damage, it doesn't matter, right?
Agreed.
You can block an infinite amount of damage for how I don't even remember how long DM is, but honestly, they did their job. Also, Swag kind of playing a little hyper aggressive, which kind of cost them a bit, though.
Well, their ultimate. The reason why I said sometimes for their ultimate usage, they used Dragon, Bomb, Earth Shatter, and a support ultimate at one point, as they were under overpass.
Sure.
You said they loosen up a bit when they've won or when they have a lead. You can definitely see that in their ultimate usage, but I think that a lot of the positioning improvements that we saw on Submerge, and this is not to take away from them, it's very difficult to play spread out when you have 4 tanks that don't have mobility abilities. So them being more grouped up like that kind of does make sense.
Looks like I don't think we're going to be seeing the Torb.
How desperate are they?
We have not seen a Genji. Looks like they're going to be going back to the quad tank, I believe. Yep, there's the quad tank. And looks like TCP is going to be kind of sticking with what worked for them, or what they feel like works best.
They're very grouped up here.
Ryan will be going for the pin onto the misses.
Clutch hook on that Mercy!
Ooh. Swag landing is a good pin on the carry.
It's all over the crying. A
Tony
dragon
firing already, but not really finding anything.
Magic Grandpa landed two extremely good hooks that dominated the momentum for the next fight.
Dank already getting his Moira ult so fast when you're running this type of a comp. You can get your ult. Both Rhines are almost identical in their ulti charge. Next Shatter is going to be pretty big as well. Lamp should be closing in on his Reaper ult fairly soon.
I'm interested in seeing how they push the cart. They don't have an off support that can actually stay alone on cart, because Lucio is actually invaluable in the middle of the death ball for quad tank.
Oh, that's a great pick and a great hook onto the Honda.
It's huge!
Everybody's going to be pressing Q. Lamp actually getting the kill on Lucio before he ults. And that's going to be it. Oh,
feels bad, man.
That was such a good hook by Grandpa, too.
Yeah.
Dude, he just pulled his suspenders on and was just like, yo, watch this, hold my beer. And just hooks Tony right out of the animation of his dragon. That was clutch as fuck. Or, excuse me, that was clutch.
Indeed.
But then Swag just kind of being like, nah, you hold my beer. I'm gonna get a 4-man shatter on me. And then everyone proceeded to press Q. And
just Overwatch things.
Yeah, lots of particles. Lots of animations.
If you know your enemy has a bad
colors.
PC, just spam Q.
incoming in 30 seconds.
Makes our stream kind of go a little haywire a bit sometimes, but we're working on it.
We know who to
Well-
blame for that.
We'll have better quality later on, I promise. Streams to come will be better, I promise. So it looks like we're gonna get the Mei. Anybody who's solo queued knows the Mei strat on this. And honestly, if you're not ready for it, it's pretty detrimental. So it looks like we're gonna be seeing a triple tank with the Hanzo out of the side of TCP on attack here. Submerge gonna be running the Mei Reaper. Mei wall does go through. It's good.
Reaper on the side of Submerge. And it is
Great play. Great Mei wall. Great follow up. Running Wolf even getting another pick. They can get another stagger.
massive fire strike. Look at the
Yes.
alt economy here. 79% to 14%. It's hammer time.
It was already hammer time. However, the insta swaps out of TCP, instantly swapping over to the Ana and the Pharah.
Ooh, brutal. That's a hard counter if I've ever seen one.
So let's see how good Running Wolf is with his right clicks. See if he can't. Discord is on the Pharah, but
The
I'm
other
just
option
kidding.
for dealing with Afara is killing the entire team. Farrick.
Chris kind of being far away from his team there gets picked off by the Pharah. He's going to be coming back from spawn now. Now giving them space. Carry me, not even with his team right now. That was
Weirdest
an
pin
what
animation.
was that inner?
What in the hell?
I don't know. I don't
Jeff,
know what that
please.
interaction. Massive
gets
shatter.
3.
That's gonna get 3, and the Mei ult too as
Ooh,
well.
Unfortunate. Hopefully they follow up on that Ana. Yes, they may have held it. Considering
Dapper's
Carry
gonna
Me
be
was
last
the-
one on point. Best thing for them to do here is stagger, but looks like they're just gonna.
Considering Carry Me was in a different time zone from the team at that fight, miracle.
Oh, you're cutting out on me, Zach.
They won.
Yeah,
Good.
Yeah, they won. it didn't look like they didn't. They definitely should not have won that with the positioning that Carry Me had, but he came back and just shattered all of them. Easy.
Grandpa has death. Ooh, not anymore. He does.
He had death.
He has death once more.
Oh,
Holy mother of pin!
what a
Batman!
I don't know if that was a prediction or not, but that was a clutch pin from Carry.
1200 IQ. Nothing that time on Carry Me's charge. Oh, they've nano boosted the
They're
Pharah.
gonna be nano boosting the Pharah. Pharah's actually gonna have free reign here.
Work is done.
You know what? This is fine on the side of Submerge.
Well, Fine is the
TCP
right
had to
word.
blow almost all of their ults to take that point. Look at the ult economy on the side of Submerge, and look at how far they TCP still has to push it.
they're running Widowmaker. That's colossal. That's colossal. They can do this. If they push right now, it's 2!
Running Wolf just saying, "Hey team, get on my back."
Oh, Diva literally throwing right now. Holy crap, it gets 1! I'm sorry!
Oh, it's a massive bomb, but
Massive
it's
shatter with
great,
one sleep dart!
great sleep.
With a
They
res
do
out
get
of
the res
nowhere.
out.
With a grab out of nowhere. There's 4! Gets nothing?
Oh no!
What is happening right now? What? Out of
Tony
nowhere.
is just gonna pop off. And that's gonna be it.
Jesus. Clip it? That was insane.
So essentially, let me break that down for you real fast. Oh, well, let's watch this play of the game. What did Chris do here? Oh,
Oh,
he.
do it! Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'll take it. I like it. I like
That's
it.
good. That was very good.
So it looks to me, like there was a bit of a miscommunication from the front line to the back line on that last fight. Carry Me was pushing in, but Envy had actually got caught by the Diva Bomb. Their Mercy went back to res, but Carry Me kept pressing W. So that's going to be it. That's going to be the 4-0 on the side of the side of TCP. GG's to everybody. But anyways, going back to that fight, Carry Me actually ended up getting a shatter onto 4, but went for the charge afterwards. And he did not get the Ana, so he got insta-slept and just died. Or sorry, he got charged back into the rest of his team then, but still died for it. While the Mercy was still rezzing the Zarya. If Carry Me waits, falls back, rezzes your Zarya, who had Grav, by the way, that's pretty much a free win still, because you have all of your players, you have your arguably your most important ult, and you group up, grab them, and then Reaper ult into it and swing your hammer into it. And in theory, that should have been enough, because they didn't have any ults at the time.
No, there was a 4-man grab at the end of that ultimately. And a 3-man Earth Shatter, I think it was, but it still wasn't enough. All of the CC ultimates landed the way they were supposed to, but no one was in the right position to follow up. And half of that was because they were scrambling from the Dima Bomb at the start of that fight where they lost their Zarya. It was just, I don't think there's any one moment of throwing. I don't think there's any one mistake. I think there's a few things that if you could change one thing about that fight, a different side would have won that fight. But I don't think there was any one moment that caused it all to go wrong.
So if you had one person to pick for MVP, who would it be?
So I openly acknowledge that I'm biased. I'm an off-tank player, and you're a main tank player. You know that. But I was seeing the type of stuff that Swag was doing. Swag got a triple kill on Well. He got a quad kill on Junkertown. He got the holy mother of hammer time combos on Horizon Lunar Colony. And I've got to give it to Swag here.
Can't
touch this.
Yeah, Swag, honestly, for me, I'm going to have to give it to him as well. Not just because I'm a main tank player, but honestly, his Diva play was very, very good. Constantly following up on fights, finishing kills, and then his Rhine play honestly was very, very good.
Now, I've got a caveat for that, though. I want to qualify myself. Okay, one of those Diva bombs was beautifully placed, but the fight was already won, so it was icing on the cake.
I don't care. We don't care about those.
It was a good cake, damn it. Okay, whatever.
We just care about the play of the games.
Yeah,
and the highlights, the big plays,
big.
You know? So, honestly, MVP, I'm going to type it out for them.
Yeah, I could not agree more.
Yep, Swagatarius for me, and for my man Bidazman here. Definitely gonna have to be Swagatarius for us.
Undeniably, congratulations.
That's gonna be it for us tonight. Next game, I do not think we have an actual scheduled time for it yet. But keep an eye out for when we should be posting out some notifications. I believe once we get a time and a place for that. So, other than that, I think we're going to call it quits and appreciate everybody tuning into the stream. Once again, sorry for some of the technical difficulties. I know we had some frame drops and stuff, but we will be looking to get a little bit better quality next time we tune in. So, until then, we hope to see you again around. And you want to say your goodbyes there, Zach?
Goodbyes there, Zach.
Okay. Goodbye. Goodbye.